In the journey of life, we often seek guidance and inspiration to navigate through its ups and downs. Buddhism, with its profound spiritual teachings, offers valuable insights that can transform our lives. By embracing these teachings, we can cultivate a positive mindset, foster compassion, and find inner peace. In this video, we will explore 5 nice thoughts that will change your life, drawing from the wisdom of Buddhism. Each thought will be discussed in detail, providing practical guidance on how to incorporate these teachings into our daily lives. Number 1. Learn to see the positive things in life and focus on them. In the journey of life, it is natural for us to encounter both positive and negative experiences. However, Buddhism teaches us the importance of learning to see the positive things in life and focusing on them. This practice is not about denying or suppressing negative emotions or experiences, but rather about shifting our perspective and cultivating a mindset that allows us to appreciate the beauty and goodness that exists around us. One of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is constantly changing, and by acknowledging this truth, we can learn to appreciate the fleeting moments of joy and happiness that come our way. By training our minds to focus on the positive aspects of life, we can develop a sense of gratitude and contentment. Practicing gratitude involves consciously acknowledging and appreciating the blessings, big or small, that we experience each day. It is about finding joy in simple pleasures, such as a warm cup of tea, a beautiful sunset, or a kind gesture from a loved one. By directing our attention towards these positive aspects, we can shift our overall outlook on life and cultivate a sense of optimism. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in this practice. By being fully present in the moment and observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can become aware of the positive aspects of our lives that may have gone unnoticed. Mindfulness allows us to break free from the cycle of negative thinking and rumination, enabling us to focus on the present moment and find joy in it. Another aspect of learning to see the positive things in life is developing a compassionate perspective towards ourselves and others. Buddhism teaches us that all beings have the potential for growth and happiness. By cultivating compassion, we can view others with kindness and understanding, recognizing their positive qualities and contributions. This shift in perception not only benefits our relationships, but also enhances our own well-being. So, learning to see the positive things in life and focusing on them is a transformative practice rooted in Buddhist teachings. By cultivating gratitude, practicing mindfulness, and embracing compassion, we can shift our perspective and find joy in the present moment. This practice enables us to navigate life's challenges with resilience and cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. Number 2. Be generous and share what you have with those in need. The second nice thought that Buddhism teaches us is the importance of being generous and sharing what we have with those in need. Generosity lies at the core of Buddhist teachings and is considered a fundamental virtue to cultivate on our spiritual journey. In Buddhism, generosity extends beyond material possessions. It encompasses sharing our time, energy, skills, and even our presence with others. The act of giving without expecting anything in return is seen as a powerful means to cultivate compassion and break free from the self-centeredness that often plagues our lives. When we practice generosity, we not only benefit others, but also experience a profound transformation within ourselves. By sharing what we have, whether it is material resources or emotional support, we create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion in the world. This act of selflessness not only brings joy to those in need, but also nurtures a sense of fulfillment and purpose within us. Buddhism teaches us that true happiness arises from the cultivation of a generous heart. When we let go of attachments to our possessions and open ourselves to the needs of others, we create space for abundance and interconnectedness. By recognizing that we are all interconnected, we develop a sense of responsibility towards others and a deep understanding of our shared humanity. Being generous does not require great wealth or resources. It can be as simple as offering a listening ear, a kind word, or a helping hand to someone in need. By cultivating a mindset of generosity, we learn to appreciate the value of what we have and recognize that it is meant to be shared for the greater good. Moreover, the act of giving can also be seen as a practice of gratitude. By sharing what we have, we acknowledge the blessings that have come into our lives and express gratitude for them. This practice helps us cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment, shifting our focus from scarcity to abundance. So, the second nice thought in Buddhism encourages us to be generous and share what we have with those in need. By practicing generosity, we not only make a positive impact on others, but also experience personal growth and fulfillment. Through acts of giving, whether big or small, we nurture compassion, break free from self-centeredness, and foster a deep sense of interconnectedness with all beings. Let us embrace the transformative power of generosity and create a world filled with kindness, compassion, and abundance. Number 3. Letting go of attachments. The third nice thought in Buddhism revolves around the concept of letting go of attachments. In our lives, we often cling to things, people, and ideas, believing that they are the source of our happiness and security. However, Buddhism teaches us that attachment leads to suffering and prevents us from experiencing true freedom and inner peace. Attachments can take various forms, including material possessions, relationships, roles, and even our own ego. We become attached when we develop a strong identification with these external factors, believing that they define our worth and identity. However, Buddhism reminds us that everything is impermanent and subject to change. By clinging to things that are transient, we set ourselves up for disappointment and dissatisfaction. Letting go of attachments does not mean that we disregard or devalue the people and things in our lives. Instead, it is about cultivating a mindset of non-attachment, where we appreciate and cherish what we have without clinging to it. It is about recognizing that true happiness and contentment come from within, rather than relying on external circumstances. Buddhist teachings encourage us to develop mindfulness and awareness of our attachments. Through self-reflection and meditation, we can observe our desires, fears, and cravings without judgment. By understanding the impermanence of all things, we can loosen the grip of attachment and embrace the flow of life with greater ease. Letting go of attachments also involves practicing forgiveness and acceptance. It means releasing past resentments, grudges, and expectations that bind us to suffering. By forgiving ourselves and others, we free ourselves from the burden of negative emotions and create space for healing and growth. In the process of letting go, we discover a sense of liberation and inner peace. We realize that true happiness is not dependent on external circumstances or possessions, but is found within ourselves. By detaching from our desires and embracing the present moment as it is, we open ourselves up to a deeper sense of joy and contentment. Moreover, letting go of attachments allows us to live more authentically and in alignment with our true selves. When we release the need for external validation or approval, we can cultivate a greater sense of self-worth and inner strength. We become less influenced by the opinions and judgments of others, allowing us to live according to our own values and aspirations. By cultivating non-attachment, mindfulness, and forgiveness, we can free ourselves from the chains of suffering and experience true liberation. Letting go enables us to embrace the impermanence of life with grace and find inner peace in the midst of change. Number 4. Practice discipline and control over your thoughts, words, and actions. The fourth nice thought in Buddhism centers around the practice of discipline and control over our thoughts, words, and actions. Buddhism teaches us that our thoughts, words, and actions have a profound impact on our well-being and the world around us. By cultivating mindfulness and discipline, we can bring greater harmony and positivity into our lives. Thoughts are the foundation of our experiences. The Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of cultivating a positive and wholesome thought pattern. By becoming aware of our thoughts and actively choosing to focus on uplifting and compassionate ideas, we can transform our mental landscape. This practice involves observing our thoughts without judgment, letting go of negative or harmful patterns, and nurturing thoughts that promote kindness, gratitude, and wisdom. Words hold immense power. They can either uplift and inspire or harm and divide. Buddhism encourages us to cultivate mindfulness in our speech, speaking with kindness, truthfulness, and compassion. By practicing mindful speech, we can avoid harmful gossip, lies, and hurtful words. Instead, we can use our words to spread love, understanding, and encouragement. This practice not only benefits others, but also brings us closer to our own inner values and integrity. Actions are the tangible expression of our thoughts and words. Buddhism teaches us to align our actions with our ethical principles. This involves practicing nonviolence, honesty, generosity, and other virtues that promote harmony and well-being. By being mindful of our actions, we can make choices that contribute positively to ourselves and others. This practice also extends to the way we interact with the environment and other living beings, promoting a sense of interconnectedness and respect for all forms of life. Discipline plays a crucial role in practicing control over our thoughts, words, and actions. It requires commitment and effort to cultivate mindfulness and make conscious choices. Through meditation, self-reflection, and the guidance of Buddhist teachings, we can develop the discipline needed to align our thoughts, words, and actions with our highest values. By practicing discipline and control over our thoughts, words, and actions, we create a ripple effect of positivity and harmony in our lives and the world around us. We become agents of change, promoting peace, understanding, and compassion in our interactions with others. This practice also brings us closer to our own inner wisdom and helps us develop a strong sense of self-mastery. By cultivating mindfulness, aligning with ethical principles, and developing discipline, we can bring greater harmony, positivity, and compassion into our lives. Through this practice, we not only transform ourselves, but also contribute to the well-being of others and create a more peaceful world. Number 5. Seek balance in all areas of life. The fifth nice thought in Buddhism encourages us to seek balance in all areas of life. Buddhism teaches us that finding equilibrium and harmony is essential for our overall well-being and spiritual growth. By seeking balance, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Seeking balance involves finding the middle way, avoiding extremes, and embracing moderation. Buddhism teaches us to avoid excessive attachment or aversion to pleasure or pain, recognizing that both are impermanent and subject to change. By practicing moderation, we can avoid the pitfalls of excessive indulgence or deprivation, finding a sustainable and balanced approach to life. Balance extends beyond our physical needs and encompasses all aspects of our lives. It involves finding harmony in our relationships, work-life balance, and the allocation of our time and energy. By prioritizing what truly matters to us and setting boundaries, we can create a sense of equilibrium that supports our well-being and personal growth. In seeking balance, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-care and self-awareness. Taking care of our physical, mental, and emotional health is crucial for maintaining balance in our lives. This involves listening to our bodies, nurturing our minds through meditation or mindfulness practices, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and rejuvenation. Furthermore, seeking balance also entails cultivating a sense of inner balance. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate qualities such as equanimity, patience, and resilience in the face of life's challenges. By developing these qualities, we can remain centered and grounded amidst the inevitable ups and downs of life. Finding balance also means aligning our actions with our values and priorities. It involves making conscious choices that support our well-being and contribute to the greater good. By living in alignment with our core values, we can experience a sense of fulfillment and purpose. By embracing moderation, prioritizing self-care, nurturing healthy relationships, and cultivating inner balance, we can experience greater well-being, peace, and fulfillment. Seeking balance is a lifelong practice that requires self-awareness, mindfulness, and a commitment to living in alignment with our values. Let us strive for balance in all aspects of our lives and create a harmonious existence for ourselves and those around us. Incorporating these 5 nice thoughts into our lives can bring about profound transformation. By learning to see the positive things in life, practicing generosity, letting go of attachments, practicing discipline, and seeking balance, we can cultivate a mindset that promotes happiness, compassion, and inner peace. Buddhism offers timeless wisdom that can guide us towards a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. Let us embrace these teachings with an open heart and mind, allowing them to inspire us on our spiritual journey.